Looking today, almost 200 years of experience with this administrative team, if you add up collectively the years that they've worked as an administrator. So I've got a great team around me, and we're going to do great things. It all started 25 years ago as just a coach and a teacher, and Tom Knight, who was my old high school soccer coach, gave me the opportunity to come back and coach at my alma mater and teach. And those were special times, and he taught me a lot. Bill Nicely, some of you might remember that name. He was here as a high school principal. He gave me my first administration job as an assistant principal at the high school, and taught me survival skills. To be honest, back in those days, it was survival, and that's what we did every day and fought the good fight. Then Mr. White, Martin White, took me to the middle age, to the middle school, and I was fortunate enough to work with Mrs. Paneer and Martin White at the middle school for 7 or 8 years. And Mr. White, I call him Whitey, he's been instrumental in my career all along, and a great mentor. And Mr. Brad Pollitt, who trusted me with the job that he had, which he will tell you is a big job. And he taught me a great deal over the last 5 years, and helped groom me to be ready to take this position. So a huge thank you to Brad, and not only a mentor but a great friend along the way as well. And this whole entire central office staff, these ladies back here, never get the recognition that they deserve, but they really run this place and make us all look good. So thank you to you ladies. Dr. Nancy Scott's taught me a great deal with her years of experience, and Chris Powell, enjoyed working with him. As we look towards the future, building safety and the safety of our staff and students is just foremost with us right now. We will continue that good work. First thing for me is probably hiring my position, getting a qualified assistant superintendent in. Carla Wheeler, she couldn't be here today. I wish she was here, but she's retiring after 34 years in education. Those are big shoes to fill, so I'll be looking to fill that position as well. We have 5,100 kids that come to school every day, and they deserve nothing but great teachers in front of them. So my goal and the goal of everybody before me is just to make sure that we hire and retain the absolute best teachers that we possibly can find, and because those kids and those parents that send those kids here every day deserve that from us. So that'll be first and foremost as well. We talked a lot in our interview process, and Dr. Sharp has spoke a lot about this as he has an election coming up, and to continue his great work that he's done for 18 years, I believe, on the board. And ACT scores are important to him and important to our board, and they're important to me. They're important to Mr. Norton and his staff. So we're going to work to improve those ACT scores to meet that state average. Always the APR and the MAP scores and the OC scores are important, and I would like to see more of a focus on literacy at our early ages. I think that can only help those scores as those kids grow. So I'm going to try to get some things started to help with that great work that's already being done at those levels. And kind of as we look towards the future, the Sedalia community is growing. We've got some great new industry coming to town. We have added 700 students, I think, in the last 8 or 9 years in this district. And with all this industry coming, those numbers will only increase. So one of the main priorities for me is to work with the community and school leaders to develop a strategic plan to address that growth and look at possibly building new buildings and new schools in the near future, because space is always an issue, and it will continue to be an issue. So again, I just want to thank you all for coming. Thank Tammy for being with me today. My dad, he taught me to work hard and to be humble, and I've tried to always do that. You might have to forgive him a little today. He might not practice what he preaches with the humble part, because I think he's kind of proud today. But anyway, thank you all for coming. We're all busy people, so thanks again. I appreciate your support. Thanks.
Job, Steve.
Right.